Hello and welcome to the Sapporo Dome. It's match week 15 of the 2023 J1 season, and Consadole Sapporo versus Nagoya Grampus is the ideal way to kick it off. Mihailo Petrovic's entertaining Sapporo team are having a terrific time of it right now. 3 straight wins in the league, 4 in all competitions. It's a run that's elevated them to 7th in the table after a patchy start to the season. Nagoya Grampus, for their part, responded well to the defeat to the Antlers a fortnight ago that stopped their 13-match unbeaten run by defeating Sanfrecce Hiroshima last weekend. Nicely poised in 3rd place, Nagoya, 4 points behind table toppers Vissel Kobe, the team to whom they lost at home on Wednesday in the J.League Cup. A defeat that ultimately doesn't matter really because they're through already. Consa's 3-2 League Cup win over the Marinos, no less, offered up even more drama and entertainment that's been the story of their 2023 season to date. 5 more goals added to produce a total of 74 goals scored in the 19 matches involving Consadole Sapporo in J1 and Levain Cup action this season. That's an average of 4 goals a game. The 31 goals they've scored in 14 J1 matches so far is the best tally in the division, bettering that of the top 2, Vissel Kobe, and even the champions, the Marinos. But serious caveat here, the 25 they've conceded is comfortably the worst defensive record outside of the bottom 3. Contrast that to Nagoya Grampus, who are positively prim and proper by comparison. The 11 goals put past Mitch Langerak represent the division's 2nd best defence after Vissel Kobe. And at the other end, Kasper Juncker has scored 7 of Nagoya's 18 goals in the league, including both in the 2-1 defeat of Sanfrecce last week. We expect a clash of styles today and more excitement and what has turned into a really open and interesting 30-year J-League anniversary season. Consadole Sapporo versus Nagoya Grampus. It was 2-2 in this fixture last season when a last-minute equaliser from Ryota Aoki rescued a point for Sapporo. Matias Castro, a scorer for Nagoya on that day. The season before, in 2021, a brace from Sho Inagaki here earned Nagoya a 2-0 win. Both those players, Matias and Inagaki, still key for Nagoya, ever presence this season, and looking to cause Sapporo more problems again. It's a big day for the wing-back of Nagoya, Ryoya Morishita, celebrating his call-up to the international fold this past week. The Sapporo Dome is ready, and I'm sure you are too, for what promises to be a fascinating match here in J1. There he is, Morishita. He's had a terrific season. 2 goals, 3 assists, always a danger for Nagoya Grampus, and he's versatile as well. He can play on either wing. Takuro Kaneko has been excellent for Sapporo as well. He and Asano have quite the combination. Kaneko has 6 goals to his name this season. There's a threat wherever you look in terms of the Sapporo attacking options. There's Yoya Asano, 8 goals in 13 starts this season. He's part of that important front 3. Similar formations for these two, and we're all set here at the Dome. Consadole Sapporo are unchanged for the 4th league match in a row. 11 goals scored in that sequence in the 3 straight wins over FC Tokyo, Shonan Bellmare and Kyoto Sanga. 3 for Yoya Asano, 3 for Takuro Kaneko. This team are very easy on the eye, really attacking, really good to watch, and indeed if things don't go to plan for Sapporo today, there are plenty of options on the bench, including Superchok, the Italian, Lucas of Brazil, the Slovenian Milan Tusic as well. The latter two scored against the Marinos in the League Cup win in the week. Today's referee is Akihiko Ikiuchi. He knows today's teams well. It's his third time in charge of a Nagoya away day this season. VARs today are Atsushi Kamimura and Yukitaka Kumagai. Well, after Kenta Hasegawa's second team lost their first J-League Cup fixture of 2023 in the week to Vissel Kobe, all the big guns are back today, a full 11 changes, reverting to the same lineup that achieved last week's win over Hiroshima. Morishita will be buzzing surely after getting that first Japan call-up this week. Kasper Juncker is Nagoya's Great Dane up front, the scorer of both goals last week. He's on 7 for the season. 17 years and counting as a coach in Japan for 65-year-old Mihailo Petrovic. He surpassed Akira Nishino's record for most matches as a coach in J1 in March, and today will be his 537th on the touchline. All at just 3 clubs. The man on the opposite bench might well go past that mark one day. Kenta Hasegawa, the former Japan international, has something Petrovic doesn't have, though, in his nearly 2 decades as a J-League coach. A J1 title achieved in 2014 when his Gamba Osaka team finished top by a point from an Urawa Reds team coached by Petrovic. So much attacking talent on display at the Dome today. Thriller minute, Consadole Sapporo take on neat and tidy Nagoya Grampus to kick off match week 15 of the J1 season. In 9 matches at home here at the Dome in 2023, Consa have scored a mighty 22 goals, 15 in 7 in the league. They beat Sagan Tosu 4-1 in the J-League Cup 6 weeks ago, and we can add the 3 scored in the second half as well. Oh, what about that? Kasper Juncker clean through in the opening seconds of the match, and that is a stunning start here for Nagoya Grampus. Well, he's a poacher extraordinaire. He did much the same within minutes of his debut on week 1 of the season. And Sapporo leaving themselves open. That is a heck of an assist through for Juncker. Super first touch. He's so calm and composed, isn't he? Finisher extraordinaire. And what a start we've had here in Sapporo. He took it beautifully. Doesn't panic, keeps his head, rolls home his 8th goal in J1 this season. What a start here. Well, they are very open, Sapporo. We're going to go to VAR. Well, in that debut match for Juncker, day 1, at the Mitsuzawa away at Yokohama FC, scored within 3 minutes. He was clean through not long after that. That was a goal that was ruled out for offside. Similar goal that, but this one's legal. Stunner. And Sapporo behind inside a minute. So they have to go for it now. They always go for it. Consadole Sapporo. No option now, but the players they do have going forward. I mean, Suga one side, Kaneko the other, and then Komai and Asano just behind Ogashiwa, the main striker. But they switch around that front 5 when they're in possession. Langerak and even had a kick. His team a 1-up here. Well, that's rather aimless from Fuji, but never mind. Well, we've had early goals in J1 matches this season. Shonan Belmare against Yokohama FC. Second week, produced a first-minute strike. There's Juncker getting involved again. And once again, they're caught out of possession in Sapporo. And then the ball comes up to Komai, just dropping deep there. Fouled by Takuji Yonemoto. Komai, the one player who remains in the starting 11 today from the League Cup team, giving themselves a fighting chance of going through now to the quarter-finals of the J-League Cup. But Sapporo, Nagoya were already assured of their passage through before that Vissel Kobe match. First 4 matches in the group stage of the J-League Cup did Nagoya Grampus. And the last year of the current format will go to straight knockout, resembling the League Cup format of many other nations in 2024. It's when the fixtures start coming thick and fast. We'll have Emperor's Cup commitments as well for the top clubs in J1 next month. Nagoya Grampus have taken that corner quickly. Free kick quickly even. And Sapporo a little unsettled in the early stages here. Ball rolled to that left-hand side. Went to sleep, really, picking up their men. That ball has just hit Kaneko in his midriff. And when they get motoring, they're a sight to behold. Consadole Sapporo. Here's the Nagoya Grampus corner. Kaneko gets the contact. The foul there on Daichi Okamura. One of the 3 centre halves for Sapporo. Collision with Yuichi Mariyama. Normally score early to Consadole Sapporo. Actually a goal inside the first 10 minutes of each of their last 3 J1 matches. Took the leads against Kyoto Sanga here last week after 7 minutes with a Kaneko penalty. But it's the opposite today. Arano. Fukumori. Early ball through. Multi-layered defensive operation there for Nagoya Grampus. Nagai trying that first time ball through that works so well for Juncker, which resulted in that opening goal here. If you're joining us a little later, a stunning start. Kasper Juncker on target inside a minute for Nagoya Grampus in the Dome today. Here's Fukumori. Left-hand side of the defensive 3 for Sapporo. There's Suga. Just lifts it on for the on-rushing Komai. But there's a nice technical tidiness to Nagoya Grampus. It's the way Kenta Asegawa organises his teams, always strong defensively. Joint second-best defensive record in J1 last season. The issue was always really finding a little bit of attacking thrust to give them a bit of balance at the other end of the pitch. Juncker seems to be the bit missing. Langerak claims. Asano made the run. Langerak, it was 10 years ago this week that he was on the bench at Wembley in a UEFA Champions League final, the understudy to Roman Wiedenfeller of Dortmund as they lost that final to Bayern Munich. Kenta Hasegawa has his name in J1 history as a treble-winning coach. He did it with Gamba Osaka in 2014. In history with Mihailo Petrovic in that season, with Petrovic coaching the Reds, who looked destined to win the title 9 years ago. Had a 5-point lead with a month to go over Hasegawa's Gamba team, but threw it away. Even then, they could have clinched the title on the last day, but were beaten at home. And Petrovic missed his chance to win J1. But, a fantastic servant to J1. A decade and a half coaching here. It was back in March that he surpassed Kira Nishino's all-time record of matches coached in the top flight in Japanese football. And on he goes. So 10 minutes gone, 63% possession for the home team. But it's Nagoya who lead. There goes Yonemoto. A little bit loose again here. Challenge needed to be made on Izumi, and it was a good challenge. And Komai snapping in. Fuji brings it on here for Nagoya Grampus. Is Matthias Castro. Held off well by Nakatani. Able to just pick their way out of trouble here, Sapporo. Finally the foul on Matthias Castro. They get the free kick. Solid career with Nagoya Grampus Castro. He's a creative outlet for them behind Kasper Juncker. Goal in this fixture last season, not that it was played at this stadium actually. Sapporo coming forward. Good challenge. Ogashiwa just running into the channel. 4 goals this season. Ogashiwa. It's Daichi Okamura who comes forward. And with Miyazawa, Sapporo captain. So defensive work here for Nagoya Grampus to do. To take it. So, when hanging to the far side. There's Langerak. Ogashiwa just fancied picking his pocket there. option for them. Have scored from set pieces this season in Sapporo. Fukumori, Kurayuki, Kobayashi scored against Gamba. They've elected to work this one short. Loose. Matthias brings it away. And Matthias Castro, 5th year with Nagoya Grampus. Took time out, and it was a productive time out as well for half a season in 2019. He supplemented the F. Marinos attack and ended up with a J1 winners medal that season, and then promptly returned to Nagoya. One of only 2 men to win a treble in Japan, Kenta Hasegawa. Castro goes through the gears. Useful challenge. Arano just with the foot in there. And Sapporo win it back. Yuya Asano, really good play. How positive is this from Yuya Asano? This is what we've come to expect from Sapporo this season. Kaneko takes over, plenty in the box here. Ball's turned across and headed over at the near post by Asano. It was all a bit close quarters there, and not enough time for Asano to react, get over that cross. And he drove into the heart of the Nagoya Grampus defence. Kaneko took over. Ogashiwa just turning it back across, and Asano able to steer home his 9th goal of the season. Actually 2nd in the scorer's chart. 2 goals behind Yuya Osako of Vissel Kobe, the league leaders. Do have a head start over the rest of the competition on this 15th weekend of the J1 season, these two. Vissel Kobe take on FC Tokyo, which starts in 40 minutes time. %68% possession, Consadole Sapporo. But you might say that this plays into Nagoya Grampus' hands. They are a counter-attacking team. Against FC Tokyo, Hiroshima, Shonan Bellmare. Next match is to kick off today. Antlers at Sagan Tosu, that's at 5 PM local time. Here come Nagoya Grampus, and the ball is cleared by Miyazawa. Just a little turnover in possession is all they need, and they have the wide players giving them the option. That time it was Morishita cutting the ball across. And again, lovely little jink inside. Juncker will be the target. Properly away. Shot on the stretch. Trickles away. Deadly on the turnover. That's Kensuke Nagai, who's been caught. There. The attempt was to get in between Shunta Tanaka and Takumi Arano. That was the assist. That was the finish. Deadly. So there we go, Juncker moving alongside Yuya Asano today. Brief VAR check there, just to see if everything was fair and above board, that challenge on Nagai. Apparently it was. Took a fair old tumble though, didn't he? Throw in here. Matias Castro. Fuji. Matias again. Tries to wriggle himself away from Fukumori. Nicely recovered. No room to pass their way from the danger zone here, and it's given away again. It's Matias. Trying to play it in there to Juncker via Nagai. Assist was a little heavy that time from Kensuke Nagai. And Sapporo just sling that ball forward. It's turned over again. Matias trying to work it with Izumi. No way forward, so Fuji is giving it back to Nakatani. Mariyama. Time it's Nagoya Grampus who give it away. But in turn, possession squandered again. That was by Ogashiwa, so Juncker picks it up. Matias. They play at a frenetic pace at Sapporo. Drawing little nicks, challenges, a lot of free kicks won. Fukumori. Komai. Arano. Tanaka. Birthday yesterday, Shinta Tanaka, turned 26. Matias just manages to feed it on there to Juncker. Tanaka drags him down. Just enough to stop that threat of momentum in the attack there for Nagoya Grampus. We approach the midway point in the first half at the Sapporo Dome. Consadole Sapporo 0, Nagoya Grampus 1. Minute 1. That's when we saw the strike from Kasper Juncker. Had all the possession really since, but haven't tested Mitch Langerak. Determined to thrust the ball away from guys attacking spaces as soon as possible here. Really panicked by Nagai and Kasper Juncker. Consadole Sapporo. Nagoya have the free kick. Matthias Castro. Flicked on, a little bit awkward to deal with. Juncker lumps it back into the danger zone. This will be the chance to clear. Not successfully, only as far as Ryuji Izuma. Back come Nagoya Grampus again. Pass too heavy. Given away by Sho Inagaki. Player who scored twice here at the Dome 2 seasons ago in a 2-0 win for Nagoya Grampus. It's Miyazawa, latest player to go to ground. Here's Takumi Arano. Going from a standing start again here, Sapporo, but Nagoya really well drilled, well organised their defensive stations when they don't have the ball. Breaking through the lines again, this is Takuji Yonemoto. Ball back, important challenge. Good one by Miyazawa. Well timed. Yoshiaki Komai now. He's tackling with Yonemoto there. Komai. Sapporo won 2-0 in the away fixture last season for them, but they haven't beaten Nagoya Grampus at home since a 3-0 success in 2019. Latest possession stats tell us that Nagoya Grampus are having a little bit more of the ball here. Here's Fukumori. Cuts it in nicely there to Ogashiwa. They come again, Kaneko. Tanaka in support, Shunta Tanaka with Takuro Kaneko, the outlet on the right-hand side. Here he is at Kaneko, trying to work the little passing movements in the final third. Again, Nagoya Grampus equal to it, reading it. Then Matthias Castro, but he's dispossessed. Komai. Tanaka. Kaneko wants it. Kaneko, that's useful. Fukumori. Well, caught in 2 minds there. He could have actually taken an extra touch. Well, was it a genuine attempt to go for goal? Does he just try and volley it across here? Akito Fukumori is just trying to sort of cushion that across, isn't he? Yuya Asano. Technique deserting him there. That's a nice pass into him. 9th year with the club, Akito Fukumori. A loyal bunch here in Sapporo. 9th year for Fukumori in 2023, 8th year for Daiki Suga. I think can quite match Hiroki Miyazawa's 16 years though, service to Consadole Sapporo. Captain. Okamura penalised there. Catching Ryuji Izuma after the ball had gone. interesting. Izuma and Morishita have played on both sides this season. Morishita established at the moment as the left-sided wing-back for Kenta Segawa's team. And those 2 goals this season came at the F Marinos. Really well taken goal. Starting on the left there, Morishita. Free kick just carries over Nagai. So headed back in, needs dealing with. Fukumori eventually hooks it away. Serbian-born, but has an Austrian passport as well. He actually finished his career, Mihailo Petrovic, in Austria with Sturm Graz. Kasper Juncker there passed up the opportunity to be a potential Asian Champions League winner. It was with the Urawa Reds last season when they worked their way to the AFC Champions League final. Ended up winning it just a few weeks ago, but in the meantime, Juncker left Saitama to move to Nagoya. Sugano dicing with death there at the end. Managed to play their way out though, only for so long. Fuji's pass cut out. Fuji then slides it again on Daiki Suga. He's had no change down the left-hand side. Now then, here comes Izumi. Izumi! It's worth having a go. Ryuji Izumi hasn't scored in the league this season. He felt that was his moment. He starts the move there and just gets played back in by Matias Castro. It's a swing at it with his left foot. Izumi again. It's away by Okamura, as Fukumori were to do. Tied it up by Miyazawa. Komai. Tanaka. Here's Kaneko. Miyazawa. Look up and just see a sea of constantly moving white shirts here. Sapporo takes all the reserves of guile and craft to try and pick a way through. Komai dropping deep. There's Fukumori nudging it on. Again, though, it's really well dealt with that time by Haraya Fuji, and they force the runner into an offside position. Well played again, Nagoya Grampus. Very little in it, but as we know these days, there doesn't need to be, does there? Inside the last 15 minutes of the first half here at the Sapporo Dome. Nagoya Grampus lead thanks to Kasper Juncker's first-minute goal. Back heel, trying all the tricks here. Sapporo looking for a spark from someone. Here's Komai. Miyazawa. Fukumori seeking out Kaneko. Tanaka. Arano. Asano. Kaneko. Miyazawa. First time ball up and over the top. Loose bit of control that by Yuya Asano. Out of sorts here, but just re-establishing dominance in possession. Consadole Sapporo really struggling to create a clear-cut chance, properly test Mitch Langerak here, the home team. Suga, Fukumori, Okamura, Shunta Tanaka. It's a back three with longevity here at Sapporo. Fukumori in his 9th year, Okamura in his 3rd season here, Tanaka in his 4th. Breached inside the first 60 seconds today. Now Komai. Ogashiwa. He's giving that away. He's pressure on the man in possession. Has Sapporo backtracking. It's Juncker. Castro had moved furthest forward. Juncker just plays it behind everyone. Nagai will retrieve it. Matthias Castro keeps the pressure on, but then sends the cross straight at Takanori Sugeno. Didn't have the end product that Nagoya Grampus wanted, but again, just forcing that mistake from Sapporo. Fuji really assured on the ball. Rare mistake in the middle of the park. Nagai in the wars again here. Consadole Sapporo have scored in the first half of every home match in the league since the first match, and they were beaten here at the Dome by Vissel Kobe by 3-1. A last-minute Kaneko penalty that day, but since they've always managed to find the back of the net in the first half, generally speaking in the first 10 minutes. A little spoiling foul, that time on Daichi Okamura. At the back, Juncker just leaving his studs in there. Across the left ankle of Daichi Okamura. Miyazawa, Okamura, Suga. So very little of Daiki Suga down the left-hand side for Sapporo in this first half. That's Komai, Asano, Tanaka. Komai again, Castro forward to the man in possession there, Fukumori. Tanaka, just no way through at all for Consadole Sapporo. Okamura. Ogashiwa does well. Miyazawa. Tanaka. And the calmness just as they turn over possession. But credit Sapporo there, winning the ball straight back. So much of the ball again here, Consadole Sapporo, but it's not getting them anywhere productive. Komai, that's better, a little bit more direct. The pass arrowed in towards Yuya Asano, but again, really well dealt with by this sturdy back three of Nagoya Grampus. No change Yuya Asano has had out of Maruyama, Nakatani and Fuji so far. Komai trying to find him. Well, his brother, Yuya Asano, Takuma, who plays for Bochum in Germany, he's part of the national setup. It hasn't happened for Yuya yet. That was Kaneko foul. Yellow card for Morishita. And just one shot on target from both teams thus far. Sapporo try and build some pressure from this corner. Kaneko work it round to Daiki Suga. Suga fancies it, well charged down. Brilliant intervention there from Sho Inagaki, throwing himself in the way of that shot from Daiki Suga. Tanaka plays it through. That's a little bit better. More enterprise inside the penalty area there from Sapporo. They'll recycle it with the goalkeeper Sugeno. Okamura. Again, Inagaki spoiling there. Sho Inagaki doing really well. And how about this for a transition? Here's Kasper Juncker. He's all on his own. It's Juncker. Good challenge. Had to be well timed and was well timed. That was superb. But Okamura, almost like trying to rid himself of quicksand there. And work some space forward for Sapporo. They do have a chance now to build something with Miyazawa. Tanaka. Komai. Miyazawa. Miyazawa just rolls it short. The ball's found its way to Kaneko. To Tanaka. Shiaki Komai. Kito Fukumori. Here's Suga. Turned away from the attacking goal there by Ryuji Izumi. And again, they've been forced into a mistake. Juncker once more. They're trying to shake off Shunta Tanaka first off. Second yellow card of the match is shown for that follow-up challenge. A player on both teams booked. Suga following Ryoya Morishita into the notebook. Over 200 appearances in J1 for Sapporo for Daiki Suga. Scorer of 3 goals. An ever-present starter this season on the left-hand side, but struggled in this first half. Foul given. Miyazawa went to ground. Flick over the top there for Shunta Tanaka. He was caught after the ball went. These niggly little challenges stopping Sapporo when they try and build up a head of steam. There's Kaneko. Morishita will just prod it out of play. Plenty of red and black shirts forward here. So Kaneko draws that corner, and a chance as the first half draws to its conclusion here at the Sapporo Dome. Fourth corner of the match. And then where's the movement? Where's the imagination? Fukumori gonna bend it in. Safely dealt with. Follow-up. Also repelled. Here's Arano. Kaneko. Again with that diagonal, this time in the direction of Okamura. Miyazawa. Okamura again. Komai. Touch on there to Tanaka. There goes Ogashiwa. Kaneko. Kaneko. Again with the ball in. Langerak commits and punches. Matthias helps him out. Shut down by Fukumori. Safely done. Into the second minute of time added on at the end of the first half here at the Sapporo Dome. Petrovic's home team trail to Hasegawa's visitors. That man scored in the first minute, Kasper Juncker. Four victories in 7 away thus far for Nagoya Grampus. And it's so far so good here on the island of Hokkaido. The visitors scored pretty much from the kickoff and held on. Kasper Juncker up to 8 goals for the season. A really tidy assist by Kensuke Nagai, and it was finished coolly by the Great Dane. Plenty of possession for Consadole Sapporo, but their attacking moves often floundered. And at the break here under the dome in Sapporo, it is Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo 0, Nagoya Grampus 1. Juncker with that first minute goal. That's the difference at half-time. Welcome back to the Sapporo Dome. Kasper Juncker scored inside a minute, 26 seconds. His goal timed out today. And they held on after that until the half-time whistle, Nagoya Grampus. So the onus is on Consadole Sapporo to cancel out that devastatingly early goal here in the second half and keep their good run going. Nagoya Grampus, well drilled, well organised, a tightly knit unit. It's always going to be playing into their strengths against an attacking team who leave themselves open. But I don't think even they would have anticipated being presented with such a golden chance so early, and a serious doff of the cap as well to Kansuki Nagai's assist, a brilliant volleyed through ball, which gave Juncker the chance. Daiki Suga has been replaced at the break, so on comes Lucas Fernandez, scorer against the F Marinos in the J-League Cup win here in the week. Brazilian off the bench for the 5th time in the league this season. Really of the defensive abilities again of this the tight unit Nagoya Grampus have got. Consadole Sapporo 0, Nagoya Grampus 1 is the score at the break here. It's the first match of week 15 of the J1 season. Conceded within the opening seconds of the first half. Sapporo are on the attack in the opening seconds of the second. Layoff from Asano, it's going to come to Kaneko, and Langerak has to tip the ball over the top. Wow. Well, 26 seconds into the match, 25 seconds into the second half, and we almost had another goal. He does well here, doesn't he, Asano? First touch is heavy, comes back through Komai to Kaneko, tries to pick out the far corner. Mitch Langerak on hand to just poke that ball away. Corner. In swinger. It's away by Nagai. That really would have been something. Goals in the opening minute of each half. Lucas there with the throw. Useful attacking option for them. They've got the tie to Pinchok as well. Things continue to go against them in this second half, but a really bright, positive start to the second half here from Petrovic's Sapporo team. Up towards Kasper Juncker. Early as it was, that goal from Kasper Juncker still can't match the fastest goal in J1 history. Scored back in 2006, Misato Sato for Sanfrecce Hiroshima against Cerezo Osaka. That's a foul on Lucas. They're drawing the free kick. Sapporo look to set up camp straight away in the Nagoya Grampus half. Number 7's there, Sumi on Lucas. Fukumori hoist this in. Pack of red shirts to make themselves available for it. Good ball into the near post, and Langerak with a claim. So Lucas made that run, drifted away from his marker, and already having an impact. Lucas Fernandez, the Brazilian. It's a good delivery, slung in by Fukumori. It draws the save from Langerak. Busier in the opening 3 minutes of this second half than he was in all of that first 45. It's a quite on the level of 3 seasons ago and 2 seasons ago last year for MEIJI YASUDA when he set the record for clean sheets, and then 9 consecutive clean sheets in 2021. He's a fine goalkeeper, one of the best in J1, showing that in particular with that tip save from Kaneko after just 25 seconds of this second half. This is a really bright response after the break from Petrovic's Sapporo team. Here's Miyazawa. Kaneko. Miyazawa again. Asano. Komai. Toe poke finds Nagai, just draws that foul, calms it all down a bit, stops the Sapporo rhythm. Really well supported club, Sapporo. By no stretch of the imagination, one of the most successful in J1 history. Great success in getting promotion out of J2, which has happened on 3 occasions. Only one appearance in a J-League Cup final to show for their history. A trophy cabinet. Reached that 2019 J-League Cup final, but lost on penalties to Kawasaki Frontale. J-League Cup was Nagoya Grampus' last success. They won it in 2021. Free kick here. Zagano tries to organise. Matias Castro plays it into the mixer. A collision in that 6-yard box. Just can't help but stop his momentum there to Takanori Zagano. Throwing himself at it, results in nothing. Bit of a blow that for the goalkeeper. Be okay though. Years as a pro, Zagano, still a sturdy character, 39 years young. Takanori Zagano. This is more sprightly from Sapporo. Shunta Tanaka running at the heart of them. Lucas, oh, his touch let him down. Castro gets the challenge in. Lucas still going. The ball had rolled out of play there. Oh, that first touch, and Lucas knows it. That's where he missed the chance. But really good this from deep. Shunta Tanaka, look at this. They all backed off him, and then he delayed, waited. There, just gets tangled in the feet of Lucas Fernandez. Might get another chance here from the set piece for Komori. 5th corner for Sapporo. Kaneko, still there, shakes off the challenge. Miyazawa is his option, captain here. Hiroki Miyazawa. Takuro Kaneko. Miyazawa again, getting himself into a more central position. Then the layoff. Turn over the top there for Tanaka. Kaneko effectively held that line. Nagoya Grampus forced the offside call. Incorrectly, as it turns out. Tanaka was being played on side, wasn't he, in the middle? That's a really strong run. Right-sided, the centre half, Shinta Tanaka. So 4th year with Sapporo. Okamura tidies up. Sageno, coolly done. Played short. Mistake forced again. Morishita. Castro moving into the middle, and it is Castro who finds the top corner with a fantastic finish. Nagoya Grampus 2 up here at the Dome. Brilliant. It only needs that one little burst from their wing-backs. That time it was Morishita, the man called up to the national setup this week, showing us why. So direct. Yorimoto plays him in, and Morishita picks out Matias Castro for a devastating finish. Scores away at Consadole Sapporo for the 2nd season in a row, the Brazilian. Sweet as a nut. Still working the oracle for them. It's his 2nd goal of the season. Scored a brilliant free kick at Kawasaki Frontale, and now has another one for the scrapbook. That's what they do. Nagoya Grampus soak up all the pressure, all the possession, and then hit the opposition where it hurts. Such a tidy team, aren't they? Down at 41% possession, Nagoya Grampus, but 2 up. That's how to do it. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Tanaka turns inside. Consadole Sapporo really up against it now. They're on that great run in 3 straight wins in the league, 4 in total. It represented their best run of results since April-May 2019. I mean, a big show-stopping fight back is hardly beyond them, the way they commit to attack, but Nagoya Grampus are a wily bunch, aren't they? We shall see what can be produced in the next 34 minutes plus stoppages here at the Dome. Takuya Oshida comes on for Kasper Juncker here. It's the first change as Kenta Segawa looks to shore things up. Oshida off the bench for the 5th time this season. Might have fancied getting in again here, Kasper Juncker, but he's put a shift in. Does what they pay him for. And Suga effectively shackled. Suga so much so he's replaced at the break here. But same old story in the 2nd half, and again the free kick is won. Nagai. Castro rolls it into that danger zone. Difficult one to defend, but Sapporo were up to it on that occasion. Clever little ball in, rolling it across the face. Sagano leaving that to his defenders to deal with. Closing on the hour mark here at the Sapporo Dome. Corner to the near post. 2-on-1 situation. And that works out fine for Sapporo. Another change. And he has to shake it up a bit. So Toya Nakamura comes on, the 22-year-old, for the 7th time this season, replacing Akito Fukumori. Tanaka. Rush pass forward again. Nagoya Grampus turn it over. It's just a little dink inside there to Yonemoto. But Sapporo have it back. Almost a chance again for Morishita to show what he can do. Here's Kaneko. Tanaka. Moving forward, they're in behind. Langerak again with his save. Asano just steers it across, and Arano volleys it over. The pressure will come, but they have to take these chances. Mitch Langerak pulls off another save here for Nagoya Grampus. Picking their way through. That's a lovely back heel from Tsuyoshi Ogashiwa. Clever little move, this. Kaneko, for the 2nd time in this 2nd half, is denied by Mitchell Langerak. Frustration for Mihailo Petrovic. Still no way through this resolute back line of Nagoya Grampus. I mean, a quick goal back changes the scenery, doesn't it? Showing us again why they've got this formidable defensive reputation, Nagoya Grampus. When Maruyama Nakatani and Fuji are breached, they've got Mitch Langerak behind them. Another yellow card, 3rd of the match. This one for Kensuke Nagai. Here come Sapporo again. Daichi Okamura. Early cross, away by Nakatani. Nakamura. Carry across to Kaneko. It's back towards the goalkeeper. Potentially risky move, but Langerak claims it. Ever present since arriving in 2018, worth his weight in gold for Nagoya Grampus is the Aussie. 2-time Bundesliga winner with Dortmund. Champions League runners-up. On the bench at Wembley a decade ago. Won that J.League Cup in 2021. His only honours with Nagoya Grampus thus far. A few strong challenges flying in now. and just booked. Itsuki Nagai there by Shunta Tanaka. Former international Kensuke Nagai. Batting passes to the likes of Morishita. He'll get his chance potentially in the double-header next month when Japan play El Salvador, actually at Nagoya Grampus Stadium in Toyota, and then Peru in Suita. Uchida. Oh, managed to keep it going there. Finds Izumi. Sapporo will work it. Here they come. Lucas still going. Score. Middle of the park, it'll be a free kick. And Lucas just desperate to attack Nagoya with a bit of pace there. Stopped in his tracks. Tries to hurdle that challenge, doesn't he? Yep, booking for Yonemoto. Tanaka. Kaneko still there. Drags over that cross. Again, just forced away from a danger zone, forced towards that byline, and didn't have the ability to get round the ball sufficiently to send it across. Against a really well-drilled outfit today, Consadole Sapporo. Played their part in some absolute thrillers this season. There was a 7-goal affair when Kawasaki Frontale came here. Lost 4-1 to Urawa Reds, 1-4-1 to Yokohama FC. 2-1 success over Kyoto Sanga last week was pedestrian by comparison. Lagarak will watch that roll out. Again, there's a calmness about them at the back, Nagoya Grampus. The ball was sent in again. Takumi Arano getting a lot further forward in this second half. It was played in long and direct by Miyazawa. They always seem in control at the back, Nagoya Grampus. Just adding to the excitement, the 3-2 win at Jubilo Iwata in the J-League Cup for Sapporo. Just not happening today. Matthias, very cute little touch around the corner. Will take it on here. Falls wide though, Matthias Castro. Yonemoto. Dummy there from Nakamura. Miyazawa. Headed home the first goal in the 2-0 away win that Sapporo managed at Nagoya last season. Hiroki Miyazawa. Crossing chance maybe here for Tsuyoshi Ogashiwa. No. They work their way back in field. And it's picked up by Komai. And Komai clips it across. It's headed over the top by Miyazawa. Wow. Scored with his head in that match last season. He almost did it again. Another chance missed. Well, they forced the issue in this second half. That has to be on target. It just has to be. Made the run. got in the zone, supplied by a really good ball, but over the top. Matthias. Pressure there on Okamura. Doing their bit, that's all that needs to be done sometimes. Forcing, pressing the defender into a mistake. Morishita, here he is. Twisting and turning. One of 3 brand new international call-ups, by the way, for Hajime Moriyasu. Just for good measure, he's got his assist today, 4th assist of the season. So 3rd year after joining from Sagan Tosu. Must have taken a whack on his ankle. So, Takumi Arano is going to be replaced by Super Chop Zarachat, the Thai striker, who comes on here. Another roll of the dice. One goal that he scored this season was an absolute ripper. Zarachat off the bench to scored last week as well, but that one was ruled out. Matthias, he scored a ripper today. Still going, Matthias. Oh, very nearly got the break there off Nagai. There goes Morishita. And played against Morishita by Takuro Kaneko, just to relieve the pressure for a little here. Now Hasegawa tightens things up. Noriyoshi Sakai and Kazuki Nagasawa coming on here for the 20 minutes plus whatever is bolted on at the end. So Sakai for Nagai and Nagasawa for Yorimoto. More than able replacements coming on here. Sakai actually making a substitute appearance for the 13th time this season. And Kazuki Nagasawa similarly used for the 8th time from the bench by Kenta Hasegawa. Sapporo still chasing it, but goodness me, they've had chances in this second half. Okamura. Nakatani will play it clear. There's Matthias. Yeah, again, clever, just wily enough to invite that challenge and then just make the most of the contact. It's experienced attacking play there from Matthias Castro. Knows that challenge is going to come, so makes the most of it. That's an emblem, really, for Sapporo's day thus far. Frustration. For Sageno. Tanaka. Nakamura. Back it goes. Miyazawa. He's worked hard. Asano. Kaneko. Nakamura. There's Lucas. Nakamura Feeds in the cross towards Miyazawa. And the ball through for Asano. Still doesn't break for Sapporo. Nagoya Grampus scuffling the ball away. For how long? Here's Kaneko. Does well, Kaneko! And Langerak just enough on that near post. Everything being thrown forward here for Sapporo, as indeed it needs to be. Komai. Just trying to check it through almost. Nakamura. Still there. Sarachat. No. Good to see him get a little bit more of the ball. The Thai attacker, Superchok Sarachat, the 25-year-old. There's Lucas, one of the other substitutes. Lucas, looking field. Nakamura comes in early. There's Kaneko. Again, round the side of the defender. That was on its way, you know. Again, Langerak. Reflexes of the highest quality. Just gets in the way of that. Yeah, it needed the intervention. Quite sure he was trying it. Just trying to bend it with the outside of his foot there. Takuro Kaneko across the face. But that might well have snuck in. Corner. Nagoya Grampus head on it. Shot. Again, finds a white shirt on the way through. And they get it away. Komai. Miyazawa. Kaneko. No. Grampus surrender it. Komai. Tanaka. Komai. Might drop here for Sakai. There's a chance for just a little time on the ball. No, very casual from Nagoya Grampus. That's Lucas. The saving challenge is there. Follow-up challenge, if you will. And then, as often seems to happen, Uchida just draws that free kick. So Lucas, busy, but he's been one of the players with a really presentable opportunity in this second half that he squandered. It is Consadole Sapporo 0, Nagoya Grampus 2. 2 years ago, Nagoya Grampus won by 2-0 here. Showa Nagaki with a brace on that occasion, and then last year 2-2. Not that it was played here, actually. Last season's fixture took place at the Atsubetsu Stadium across town, an open-air venue that is occasionally used by Consadole Sapporo. All set to lose this last of 3 home games in 8 days after the Kyoto Sanga victory 2-1. That rousing J.League Cup win over the Marinos. Flick on that from Komai. Okamura. No, signposted. Matthias Castro ensures that ball will not reach Shunta Tanaka. Always someone available when Nagoya Grampus managed to get a foot in, turn over possession, win the ball back. shots. Nagoya Grampus, 2 of them hit the bullseye. Again, nicely done. Zumi playing that off Lucas. Nagasawa able to get it clear. For all the excitement generated by Sapporo and the way this team play, they run into the big guns, their level is somewhat exposed because Nagoya Grampus are set to be away day winners at the Dome following Vissel Kobe, Kawasaki Frontale and Kashima Antlers. Come here and won this season. For maybe a few hours, if only that. Nagoya Grampus will be moving within a point of Vissel Kobe at the top of the table. A long way to go on this 15th weekend of J1 fixtures. But it's exactly the season we would have wanted. 30-year anniversary season of the top flight in Japan. It's so open. You look at the way the competition has been dominated by 2 clubs over the last half-decade plus. Marinos, Kawasaki Frontale. It's all change in J1 this year. As well that Vissel Kobe suddenly find a system, a style, a rhythm that suits the moment Iniesta is out of the team. It's been announced, of course, that Iniesta will be playing his last game for Vissel Kobe next month. Barcelona set to play at the National Stadium against Vissel Kobe in another high-profile match promoting football in Japan. Castro, nutmeg. Again, that free kick is won. The experience, the craft, the guile. Just the streetwise behaviour almost of Nagoya Grampus here is set to see them over the line. Mihailo Petrovic calls on another replacement. This time it's Kazuki Fukai. Daichi Okamura is the player replaced here. It's a first outing of the season in the league for Fukai. He played a half against the Marinos in the week. In terms of J1, it's his first appearance since last September. 28-year-old, another of the Sapporo servants. His 8th year with the club. Closing in on 200 appearances. Not a first-team regular by any stretch of the imagination anymore. Here's a chance. Sarachat. Lucas. Sarachat comes short. So dummy there for Nakamura. Plays the 1-2 and then scuffs his shot wide. All the replacements involved there. Lucas, Sarachat, Nakamura. And, getting the ball back from Tsuyoshi Ogashiwa. Doesn't hit that clean at all, I'm afraid. So Nagoya Grampus still protecting this 2-goal advantage. Nakamura, Lucas. Miyazawa. Gashiwa, good first touch, even better second one from Takuro Kaneko, and we have a show-stopping finale, maybe here at the Sapporo Dome. Well, they've created chance after chance in the second half. Consadole Sapporo, finally, that back line of Nagoya Grampus is breached. Well played. A crafty move, this, full of little touches and quick movement. And Takuro Kaneko has his 7th goal of the season. Kicked up a bit, didn't it? Off that first contact, but he's drilled the second past Mitch Langerak. 2-1. Yeah, we can do it, say Takuro Kaneko, Mihailo Petrovic and Consadole Sapporo. Interesting last few minutes. We're going to have, as is often the case these days, plenty of time added on as well. Kaneko has been busy and he's had chances in that second half before the one he put away, and there goes Asano. And they'll have all the wind in those sails now. Sapporo. Here's Tanaka. The goal scorer, Kaneko, little step over again. Castro back. All hands to the pump defensively for Nagoya Grampus. And then Castro, yeah, he's just going to slow things down again here. A familiar change is about to be made with Yuki Nogami coming on. There's Castro again, just cleverly dialing things down. So his goal, the difference at the moment. Matthias. Still, we await the introduction here of Yuki Nogami. He still waits to come on. Here's Komai, Fukai, Nakamura. Echo continually the target. Takes that throw in quickly. Tanaka, these are nervy moments for Nagoya Grampus. Slung away. Tanaka, that's a good challenge. Kaki there with the foot in. Miyazawa just offloads it. It's out wide by Sarachat. Lucas! Oh! So close to a touch there from Miyazawa. Lucas whipping that in with real venom from the left-hand side. All it needed was a nick. Oof, he knows that was close. So pulled across. Hang on a minute. What was happening inside the penalty area? Yeah, checking a possible foul here. So let's have a look across there at Asano in the middle. Miyazawa there with the connection with Inagaki, if not the ball in from Lucas. Not too sure there's any untoward contact here. Lucas tries to bend it across. It's just too high for Miyazawa. I mean, okay, he tries to sort of swivel and make the most of any touch there from Inagaki. Finally, Nagami can into the fray. Matthias is the player withdrawn. Normally offensive midfielder or a centre-half, Yuki Nagami. One of the close season recruits from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Did have to replace Yuki Kobayashi. Nagoya Grampus is World Cup player for Japan last year, in relation to Sapporo's Yuki Kobayashi. Uchida unable to work clear. There's Kaneko. Go almost to himself there again. Takuro Kaneko. He's 4 in his last 4 now with that goal. 7 for the season. We're going to have 6 minutes for Sapporo to salvage a second goal. Well, Vissel Kobe have just gone 3 up, by the way, against FC Tokyo. Not even at half-time there at the Novice Stadium. So, not going to be getting near the league leaders anytime soon, or any nearer the league leaders anytime soon, Nagoya Grampus. Even assuming they can hold on to this lead. Miyazawa for Tanaka. Nicely set position in the league, both of these two before J-League Cup quarter-finals, definitely in the case of Nagoya Grampus, and potentially for Consadole Sapporo coming to view. It's going to be a busy time of things. Fixture congestion, Emperor's Cup starts very soon. 10 days' time for these two. Lucas. Nakamura. Kaneko. And a white shirt's back as they try and just play their way around. Ogashiwa making that run. Just inside right channel, can't just pivot and pull it back across. They have 3rd and 4th tier opposition respectively in the Emperor's Cup next month, these two. Sagamihara of J3 from the Kanagawa Prefecture for Consadole Sapporo, and Vir Sunmi, 4th tier opposition for Nagoya Grampus from the prefecture just south of Aichi. J-League Cup, where you basically field youth teams, as these two do. But certainly a challenge on all fronts is what these clubs want. Half of the added-on time has now elapsed here as Sapporo pour bodies forward. Lucas been heavily involved in this second half as they chase the game. Likewise Nakamura, but that's given away. Turn 2. Uchida. And Lucas being kept at arm's length there. They need to gain a little bit more territory here, Consadole Sapporo. Miyazawa still going. Miyazawa, Lucas pushed away from goal, away from the danger zone. There's Komai. There's Nakamura. Touch was heavy. And Izumi. Yeah, that's the danger though, isn't it? That's the danger, just thrusting the ball away to no one in particular. Sapporo are always going to retrieve that, turn it over and come again. Here's Lucas once more. Runs into Izumi in that little tussle of the two number 7s. Away day win would be a welcome response after that defeat at the National Stadium against the Antlers a couple of weeks ago. Neutral venue really, but technically an away match. Second defeat of the season. Second league defeat of the season. Lucas still there, runs out of ground. The last minute of time added on is upon us. Nagoya Grampus set to add to their away wins at Kawasaki Frontale and Albirex Niigata, Kashiwa Reysol and Yokohama FC. Back on the first day of the season. That man, Kasper Juncker, scored then at the Mitsuzawa on his debut. That was an early goal, not quite as early as today's goal. 26 seconds when Juncker broke through to give Nagoya Grampus the lead. Matthias Castro there, tucked home an exquisite second goal. Although Takuro Kaneko has pulled one back late on here. Nagoya Grampus all set for 3 J1 points. 5 minutes from time when Kaneko just made things spicy. Final whistle yet to blow. Nakamura, Lucas again, drills it across. That's too heavy. And surely the last chance comes, and the last chance goes for Consadole Sapporo, whose winning run of 4 matches comes to an end. Goals in either half from Kasper Juncker and Matthias Castro. And that's a 5th away win in the league this season for Nagoya Grampus. Counter-attacking at its finest here. Juncker and Castro on target. Takuro Kaneko with his 7th goal of the season. His 4th in his last 4 wasn't enough for Mihailo Petrovic's team. More excitement, more goals involving Consadole Sapporo, but not the right result. If you're a follower of this Hokkaido Island team, well, those two know each other really well. There have been plenty of tussles between them down the years. And today it's Kenta Asegawa who comes out on top. His Nagoya Grampus team have won here at the Sapporo Dome by 2 goals to 1. Kasper Juncker on target again. 8th goal of the season. So moving up towards the tally of Yuya Osako of Vissel Kobe. He scored another, up to 11. Kobe's what looks like impressive result against FC Tokyo. They're 3-0 up at half-time, but all Nagoya Grampus could do was come here and win and keep the pressure on the top teams in J1, and that's exactly what they have done here. A super win. And really tidy counter-attacking performance. Provisionally second at Nagoya Grampus, but we've yet to see how Yokohama F. Marinos get on this weekend. Play Fukuoka tomorrow, but that's all they can do, Nagoya Grampus here. Winning here by 2-1. Consadole Sapporo losing for the 5th time this season. Disappointment for their home fans, but it'll be a decent and happy and pleasurable journey back west, back down to Aichi Prefecture for Nagoya Grampus. Now 45 on the plane, across to central Nagoya, up on the bullet train. Scenic journey and a happy one. They salute the travelling faithful. Nagoya Grampus, a really solid away win. Seeing it out at the end, some nervy moments, but they got over the line and they will be serious challengers in J1 this season. You're halfway there if you've got a decent keeper. Mitch Langerak is certainly that for the Nagoya team. He scored a super goal today. 2 goals this season, both belters after the free kick at the Todoroki against Kawasaki Frontale.
立ち上がりいきなりチャンスが来てそれを決めきりましたが今のお気持ち聞かせてください。
Yeah, I feel very good. The 2 goals we make is 2 things we worked in training this week, so yeah, it's perfect.
そうですね、2点とも自分たちが、ね、練習してきた形が形になったので非常に嬉しく思います。
永井選手の裏へのスルーパス落ち着いてましたよね。